In a world often ruled by protocol, perfection, and poised appearances, it is the rare, unscripted moments of genuine emotion that leave an indelible mark on our hearts. And recently, the world witnessed one such breathtakingly tender moment. Queen Mary of Denmark, in a rare public appearance with her two sisters, embraced them in a sweet, heartfelt hug that not only caught royal watchers by surprise, but deeply resonated with millions across the globe. The embrace, caught by photographers during a historic celebration in Copenhagen, instantly ignited an emotional wave through social media, royal forums, and Danish households. For a woman known for her grace, diplomacy, and often impenetrable royal facade, Queen Mary's hug served as a powerful reminder. Beneath the crown, she is also a daughter, a sister, a woman deeply rooted in love and connection. This wasn't just any royal moment. This was the royal moment. For decades, Queen Mary, born Mary Elizabeth Donaldson, has stood at the forefront of Danish royal life, ever since her fairy tale romance with then-Crown Prince Frederik captured hearts around the world. Yet, while she has grown into her role as queen consort with elegance and resilience, her Australian heritage and family have largely remained behind the scenes. But on this historic day, everything changed. Standing beside her in coordinated yet individualized ensembles were her rarely seen sisters, Jane Stevens and Patricia Bailey. Though they've been present in her private life, the sight of all three Donaldson sisters together on such a momentous occasion was nothing short of extraordinary. Jane and Patricia, both elegant and composed, brought a different energy to the royal stage, unmistakably proud, lovingly supportive, and refreshingly unpretentious. It was clear they weren't merely there as background figures. They were there as Mary's family, as her anchor, as her sisters. The hug, it lasted only seconds, yet the world stood still. As Queen Mary reached out and wrapped her arms around Jane and Patricia, the act transcended royal decorum. Cameras clicked, the crowd hushed, and even seasoned royal commentators admitted to being momentarily overwhelmed. It wasn't choreographed, it wasn't diplomatic, it was love, pure, unfiltered, and familial. This hug wasn't just about affection. It was a statement. In that embrace, Queen Mary reminded the world that royalty doesn't diminish humanity, it magnifies it. For a monarch who has spent over 2 decades balancing royal duty with her Australian roots, that embrace was both a return home and a signal of belonging. What does it mean to be a sister to a queen? To Jane and Patricia, it means being a quiet source of strength, showing up in moments that matter, and standing beside Mary, not behind her. Insiders close to the royal family have long hinted at the deep bond between the Donaldson sisters, one forged in childhood and unshaken by status or distance. While Queen Mary moved across the globe to embrace a royal destiny, Jane and Patricia remained grounded in their Australian lives. Yet, their emotional support has always been felt. This public appearance, coupled with that emotional hug, was a culmination of years of silent loyalty. In a monarchy often portrayed as isolated or emotionally distant, this sisterly display was not just touching, it was revolutionary. In Denmark, Queen Mary's gesture was interpreted as more than just a family affair. It was a unifying moment, one that offered a different narrative at a time when many royal households are plagued by tension and division. The Danish people, fiercely proud of their monarchy, found in Mary's hug a mirror to their own values, kinship, togetherness, and authenticity. News outlets across Denmark hailed it as a moment of sincerity in a world of symbolism. Social media erupted with praise, many writing that the Queen had made the crown feel human again. From London to Sydney, from Cape Town to Toronto, the footage of Queen Mary hugging her sisters went viral. On TikTok, fan accounts looped the moment over sentimental ballads. Instagram was flooded with fan art depicting the trio in that exact pose. On YouTube, commentators dissected every second of the hug, calling it one of the most humanizing royal gestures in recent memory. People felt something they hadn't in a long time, a real emotional connection to a royal figure. Queen Mary's story has always been one of transformation. Born in Hobart, Tasmania, she was a marketing executive with an adventurous heart when she met Frederik at the Slip-In pub during the 2000 Sydney Olympics. Their love story has since become legendary. But the road wasn't without hardship. Adjusting to royal life, language barriers, media scrutiny, and the weight of public expectations tested Mary's resolve. Yet through it all, she remained steadfast, leaning on her values, her upbringing, and yes, her sisters. Her recent public display of affection isn't just a royal headline. It's the culmination of a long, personal journey marked by growth, vulnerability, and quiet strength. The occasion itself was historic, the first national celebration since Queen Margrethe's abdication and the formal elevation of Frederick and Mary as King and Queen of Denmark. But unlike stiff coronation-style affairs, this celebration felt intimate, personal. Queen Mary's inclusion of her sisters in the spotlight wasn't a side note, it was part of her royal narrative. A reminder that she brings not just elegance to the throne, but empathy. Historians will likely note this hug as a significant turning point in how modern monarchies choose to represent themselves, not through opulence, but through openness. What makes a queen beloved? It isn't just tiaras and titles. It's the ability to lead with humanity. Queen Mary, in one single gesture, showed that leadership can also mean vulnerability. She leads not just by standing tall, but by stooping low to comfort, to connect, to hug. That's the kind of monarch the world needs. And it's the kind Denmark now proudly has. Sources close to the royal household have revealed that the hug wasn't planned, but it also wasn't surprising. Mary is very close to her sisters, one palace aide shared anonymously. Whenever they visit Denmark, you can feel the warmth. It's real. Another insider shared that it was Mary herself who insisted that her sisters join her during this symbolic moment. She didn't want to walk this new chapter alone. She wanted her roots beside her. And what better way to honor that desire than with a heartfelt hug that shook the world? This moment is more than a viral sensation. It's a turning point, a new kind of royal story. For too long, royals have been confined to marble halls and invisible fences of expectation. But Queen Mary's hug signals a renaissance, one where emotional intelligence is just as vital as diplomatic tact. She didn't just hug her sisters. She hugged every viewer who ever longed for warmth in leadership. Every young girl who believes being strong and being soft aren't mutually exclusive. Every person who's ever missed home. In an age where so much feels performative and distant, Queen Mary gave us something precious, realness. She reminded us that at the core of royalty lies something far more important than crowns or ceremonies: connection. She brought the world into her arms, even if just for a moment. Now we ask you, what do you think this moment says about the future of modern royalty? Is Queen Mary redefining what it means to wear the crown? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment to stay updated on the most captivating royal stories from around the world.